Cheer. You guys are now rocking with the best. It's the Crime Pays Podcast. I'm your illustrious host, Mr. Sanchez. I got my co-host with me, Young Glizzy.
Yeah.
And we're doing things that we like to do. We were on a little holiday hiatus, a good vacation, reset, get our minds right. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy to be here, man.
Yeah, a little vacay.
Yeah.
Never hurts.
Another year around the sun. You know what I mean? Happy to be here. A lot of people didn't make it to see 2025.
That's facts.
We did. You know what I mean? How was your Christmas?
My Christmas was good. I got to give people a lot of great gifts, and that is my favorite part about Christmas. You know, giving people gifts and seeing their reaction and seeing if I got it right, you know, how much I know someone. So it was nice.
That's cool. You spent time with fam?
Spent time with fam. I like to host Christmas at my house, so like everybody comes over and I force everybody to get together and,
hell yeah.
You know.
And believe it or not, man, those are the times that you remember long after everybody's gone. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
I wouldn't, like, when I think of Christmas, I never think of like last year's Christmas or 2 years ago's Christmas. I think about like Christmas in the 90s.
Yeah, that's it.
You know what I'm saying? Crazy. Like when I was a kid, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean that I think Christmas is like one of the biggest holidays for like families, like to get together and stuff, you know, because people have Thanksgiving. I don't really care about Thanksgiving, you know. But Christmas is like one of those holidays that I just feel like is family oriented.
All right. So you just stayed home.
I stayed home, invited everybody, cooked everybody a large breakfast and stuff.
Oh, that's fire.
You know
that's fire. I went up to Helen, Georgia. You know what I'm saying? It's like an alpine town in the Georgia mountains, northern Georgia mountains, kind of borders Tennessee. You know, there's a town up there. If you guys never heard about it, I highly recommend it. It's like a German town. Like if I take you pictures of it, you guys would think I was in Europe or if I was in Germany. You know what I'm saying? It's a little town in the middle of the Georgia mountains. You know what I'm saying? There's beautiful hotels. There's also a bunch of cabins. We rented a cabin. I never stayed in a cabin in the woods. That was really cool.
Yeah?
Yeah, everything wood walls, wood floors, wood stairs, fireplace, beautiful backyard. I had deers, white-tailed deers just walking around back there.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, frost on top of my car.
Oh,
you know
that's fire.
I got to use my 4x4 on my truck, going up the hills, going down the hills, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, it was really cool. I saw a lot of beautiful things, you know what I'm saying? I saw my mom, spent some quality time with her. I haven't spent time with her in a minute. You know what I mean? So, yeah, man, it was really cool, man. I saw a lot of good things. It was a little grueling getting there. You know what I'm saying? Like I've always had like a dream of getting in my truck and going cross country and camping and stopping in different states and set up my tent, go to sleep, wake up, take a shower, hit the next state, go to bars, go to places, go to the best places to eat.
It's a nice dream, dude.
Yeah, like it's something, but in reality, it's a lot harder than you would think it was. You know what I'm saying? Because when I put it in my GPS, it said I was 12 hours away. I'm thinking, all right, 12 hours is not bad. I could drive 6 hours, stop, get a cheap hotel, and then keep on going the next day. But I felt strong. I was excited, so I pulled all the way through. But what the GPS doesn't tell you is that you got to stop to put gas, right? And take a piss and get something to eat and stretch your legs. And that shit right there added like 3 hours extra to my trip. I got there in 15 hours. 12 hours became 15 hours. And since it was Christmas time, everybody was on the road. So all the little service plazas were packed. Yo, I saw people fighting, like about to fist fight over a gas pump because they were online and somebody else cut them off in the line. I was like, damn. It's Christmas, guys. Chill.
Yeah, and you're in a truck too.
Yeah.
Like I don't know, like that's one thing. I just got a truck and I'm not used to the 11 miles per gallon.
Oh my God! Yeah, I easily spent $400 probably to get there. Maybe no. I spent about $300 to get there, $300 to get back in fuel.
And either way, either truck you're in, whether you're in electric or you're in a gas one, like the gas one you could fill up quicker. The electric one you got to sit there for a minute. You know what I'm saying? So.
No, not only that, but then when you stop to put gas, sometimes you're like, yo, I'm not going to stop. I got a quarter tank. I'm going to go to the next exit.
Yeah.
When you're going like cross country, sometimes there's 60 miles between exits.
Yeah, dude.
Bro, you could get caught in the sticks out there with no gas in the freezing cold, like easy. So that was a little scary. I jumped off one exit to get gas, and I was in the middle of nowhere, bro. And the town was dead. And I was like, yo, where's the gas? But I pulled up to some gas station that looked like it was straight out of 1920 in rural Georgia somewhere. And there was every gas station was closed. It's not like Miami where everything is open 24 hours a day. There's a gas station attendant in every gas station 24 hours a day. Yo, that shit was closed, lights off. Luckily, the pump is still on, and I was paying with a credit card, so I was able to pump my gas. You know what I'm saying? But, yeah, man, I know Miami has a tendency to bring us down and say, bro, I want to get out of here. This place sucks. There's too much traffic. There's too many scammers. Rent is too high. Houses are too expensive. You know what I'm saying? This shit sucks. But once you get out of here and you go into, like, America, you realize, like, yeah, Miami's not so bad, bro.
Yeah, it's because it's very urban. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there's a lot. Everything's open. Everything's so quick. Like, the Walmart here is like maybe a 3-minute drive. You know, I was visiting my mom the week prior to Christmas, and bro, I was like, oh, we'll just go to Walmart real quick, bro. She lives in like Palm Bay, right next to Orlando, bro. The Walmart was 20 minutes away.
Yeah, facts. The Walmart next to my cabin was 30 minutes away. You're talking about an hour ordeal. Drive 30 minutes. Right?
Yeah.
30 minutes drive to Walmart, shop for an hour, maybe an hour and a half, and drive back another 30 minutes. That's like half your day smoked.
Exactly, dude.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And they don't have nothing too good.
Yeah.
Right? Like we were there where like my mom's like, yo, we need yuca, we need cilantro, we need like things that Spanish people buy for cooking. Yeah, they didn't have none of that shit.
Yeah.
They didn't have none of it. They had a little aisle with Mexican stuff. Like I'm looking for it. All I saw was like jalapenos, refried beans, fucking taco seasoning. I'm like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, dude, it's crazy.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And there ain't no fritangos over there, so you're not gonna wake up and fucking get like empanadas and stuff in the morning with café con leche or nothing like that.
Yeah, for sure. One thing I did see though was there was Cubans everywhere. Yo, we're Cubans. We're all over the country. We might be all over the world, dude.
Yeah.
Like every stop I made, I heard Cubans. All the way from here, all up through Florida, all up through Georgia. Even when I was at my destination, there was Cubans there. Not necessarily living. Like I saw a Cuban family. You know, they were doing the same thing I was doing. They were doing tourism and shit.
Yeah, that's lit.
Yeah,
that's lit. I want to go. I want to go to a cabin. What I want to do is I want to go to like a country area, and I want to hunt deer, and I want to eat the deer I hunt. You know, because I've never eaten deer, and I would like to go and taste some deer, fresh deer.
Yeah, but can I tell you something about the woods?
What?
It's very scary at night, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah, I heard things in my cabin, because my cabin had a balcony, and it overlooks the woods, right? So I heard howling, I heard ruffling, I heard growling, and you can't see shit. You know what I'm saying? It's just you, your bear spray, and your gun, your little handgun, dude. Versus God knows what predators were out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And every sign I saw was beware of bear. Don't feed bears. If you encounter a bear, do not run. Like stand up to the bear. That's what they want you to do. If you ever get into
yeah, right, dude. Yeah, I'm gone.
Bro, if you see a bear and you run, it'll run after you and kill you.
Yeah, why?
Because you have to stand up and growl at them. Because they're like, all right, when we're talking grizzly bears, the big brown bears, all right, there's no standing up to them. You're dead either way. They're going to fucking kill you. All right, but black bears, which are in Georgia and Tennessee, they're more skittish. They have a different nature, right? They're like, they get like investigative, and they're like a little squirky, and if you yell at them, they get scared and they run. Kind of like a gator.
Yeah.
Right? Some gators are crazy like it, but some, if you just slap the water, they run away. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
They try to avoid you for the most part. Now, a black bear will fuck you up if it's got its cubs around. If it's got its cubs around, you're in trouble. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But other than that, or if it's really hungry, whatever. But yeah, bro, when you're out there in nature, you can hear a pin drop. It's so quiet, and the air is so clean. You know what I'm saying? Like if you just shut up and listen, you hear the river, you hear the squirrel run up the thing.
You could probably see the stars in Miami. You can't see the stars.
Yeah, for sure. There's no lights out there, bro. when the sun goes down, you're in the pitch darkness. But it was a great experience. I highly recommend it, bro. The Helen, Georgia was super fire. It's a great place to go. Take your kids, take your family, and really spend the Christmas in like a Christmas environment. Some people live upstate. Some people, up New York, New Jersey. It feels like Christmas over there.
Yeah, I would think New York would feel a lot like Christmas. You know what I'm saying?
So maybe they shouldn't do that because, they could probably just go to upstate New York and find a cabin. Yeah. But for us Floridians that were used to the heat, Christmas doesn't feel like Christmas here. It's worth grabbing your family, going over there, and it was relatively cheap. You know what I mean? Yeah,
and in New York, like Miami doesn't do what New York does, which is decorate the whole city. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Well, at least not where we're at, which is like the Homestead area. Yeah. So.
Yeah, and now New Year's passed.
New Year's did pass.
New Year's passed. What are your New Year's resolutions?
All right, I am trying to quit vaping, just to quit smoking in general, but I'm not trying to quit like the nicotine. Yeah. Because I know my body starts freaking out. Yeah. So I'm using these Zinnies, to try to just to try to take away the craving from wanting to vape. No promises. So if everyone sees me vape, dude, 4 months in.
Cut that Chinese poison out of your lungs, bro.
Dude, that's why I think, why I really want to quit it is not just for the fact of smoking. It's because I was listening to a study, and they were saying that the vape juice actually makes you gain weight and could cause diabetes because of the sugar inside of the liquid.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't know. That doesn't sound real.
So, I did gain weight when I started vaping.
Me, the opposite. I gained weight when I quit vaping because when you're vaping, like you're feeding that animal, right? You're feeding that anxiety. And now when you quit vaping, now who's going to feed that? What's going to feed that itch you got? And that ends up being food.
Well, I've been paying attention to that. You know what I'm saying? I noticed like when I did quit vaping, I started munching a lot. Yeah. I was like, let me not do this. So I just drink a lot of like water or soda. Like whenever I get the urge to eat, I'll drink a soda, or I'll drink a water. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And like, I'm just trying to quit the vaping just for the sake of like the sugar inside of it and all the syrup, not so much for my lungs. I know it's good for the lung too, but that wasn't my intention behind it.
What other resolutions you got?
That's pretty much it. Just make more content also, you know what I'm saying? We got a new studio set up for the new year.
Yeah, how does it look, guys? Does it look different?
Yeah, cool. I know it looks cooler.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make more content for people. You know what I'm saying? So try to put out more content more frequently.
All right, cool.
What about you? What are your New Year's resolutions?
I want to have the best year of my life. Like that, those are my goals. That's not necessarily a resolution.
Yeah, it's vague.
There's a lot of things I need to change about myself. You know what I'm saying? But it's all in the goal of having the best year of my life. You know what I mean? I feel like every year after 2020 I've had has been a gift, and I feel like I have put my best foot forward every year to better myself.
That is true.
And I feel like I'm a better person physically, spiritually than I was before 2020. You know what I mean? So, there's just some little tweaks I want to get right. You know what I'm saying? Last year I spent some time single. You know what I'm saying? And when you're you're a single man, you're out, you're dating, you're drinking, right? Because that comes with it, believe it or not.
Yeah.
Let's go out to dinner. There's a lot of anxiety. You have a couple of drinks.
To smooth things over.
Yeah, loosen up a little bit. Yeah. And then that becomes like, I drank 6 beers last night. I went out. I had 4. The margaritas were 2 for 1s at this place that I was at. I ended up drinking, getting hammered. You get
the bottles so you can impress her.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
You gotta finish the bottle.
Things like that, bro. You know what I mean? Yeah. Which are detrimental to me physically and mentally. You know what I'm saying? So I want to cut that out. I did pretty good yesterday. You know what I mean? It was my day off.
But one day I did good yesterday.
I did good. Well, I mean, baby steps. You know
yeah. Yeah, you got to give. I was having a conversation with someone, and making a 5% change does better in the long run.
Yeah.
So instead of trying to just change like it all in one go or quit something cold turkey, it's better to give it 5%.
Yeah, like today I'm having like a get together. at my house. I'm having people over for dinner and drinks and games and shit like that. So my goal is not to get smashed. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I bought a 24-pack of Modelo. I bought a big bottle of Don Julio Reposado for everybody.
And your goal's not to get smashed?
My goal is not to get smashed. I want to wake up tomorrow a functioning Chris.
Yeah.
Able to go to the gym, good night's sleep, strong to start my work week. You know what I mean?
What you got to do is liquor before beer.
No, that's it. I can't.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
No. 2 shots of Reposado, and I am Tony Montana, dude.
That is true. But you have to, like, so in order to not have the hangover, right? Because the beer is a little lighter, you drink the liquor first. So what you're going to drink in liquor, if you're going to have a shot of Reposado, then do the shot of Reposado and then switch to beer and stick with beer. Yeah. And you'll be all right in the morning.
I'm going to try that.
Yeah, that's usually, like, you never heard the saying, like, beer before liquor makes you sicker. Yeah. Like liquor before beer. Some shit. I don't remember exactly how it went.
Shout out to Glizzy giving me the wisdom on drinking, dude.
Yeah, you know, I learned from my father.
Dude,
he taught me well.
You're not lying. I take your word very seriously. Besides the fact that you manage a bar.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I know you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, that too, dude. You know, and I constantly have to drink.
And I've been drinking with you a lot. And I'm always the one that is in bad shape, and you're always the one that's pretty good. Yeah,
I usually monitor myself. Like, I'll be like, I'm lit. This is where I like it. And then I sober up, and I'm like, fuck. You know, you have to have that mindset. Like, when you're lit, you got to be like, all right, there's no getting more lit from here. It's just a dark hole. Yeah. So I'm lit right now. I'm good right now. You know what I'm saying?
I'm lit, and I'm like, bro, give me another one, because tomorrow ain't promised, cuz.
Dude,
and I'm living for today, so let me get another one. Hey, you want one? Yeah, you want one? Everybody, let's do a shot, and then
Yeah, 5 shots later.
Yeah, but I spoke about this. That's the culture I grew up in. The getting smashed culture. I don't know if that culture still exists today, but
I mean, I see people get smashed. I like to drink and enjoy it and just hang out.
Yeah,
that's like usually.
I don't like to get drink. I don't like to drink too much in public anymore.
Like, drinking in public is dangerous.
Yeah, too many things can go wrong. You can't drive. You got to get an Uber. You might run into some enemies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, your whole life could go left because you were outside drinking and you did something stupid, or somebody did something stupid to you.
Yeah, it's safer to drink at your house.
That's the best place.
Yeah, because if you fuck up in your house, no one's going to know.
Yeah, just your girl's going to be mad at you.
Yeah, just your girl.
The next day, she's going to be very disappointed.
If you fuck up outside of your house, everyone fucking knows, dude.
Yeah.
And everyone wants to talk to you about how fucked up you were. And you got to relive it for a week.
Yeah, for sure.
You know?
For sure. But yeah, man, that's what I want to do. I just want to, cut the drinking down to a minimum, but still enjoy alcohol socially with my friends and family at the crib. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I want to vacation more. You know what I'm saying? I want to finish building my truck.
Your truck is pretty lit now.
Yeah. It's almost done.
Did the build help you during your trip?
Yeah, absolutely. Because when I was in the mountains, it was dark as hell. You couldn't see nothing at night. And I got there at 3 a.m. No street lights, bro. We're talking about a one-way street with a ditch on the left and a ditch on the right. I'm not talking about a ditch that your car will fall and get totaled. I'm talking about a ditch that you'll fall and you will die. Game over. Death. Rolled down a fucking mountain.
Me and you both know I can't drive.
No, you're not. I ain't letting you drive down that shit. So I had like the light bar, which had like, I don't know how many, like 6,000 lumens. I illuminated the whole damn forest with my
That's
truck.
what I'm going to need.
Yeah. I
6,000 lumen.
And a deer ran by me, almost ran that motherfucker over.
Yeah. Do you have the steel front bumper?
I do not. I would have totaled my car.
Fuck.
But I got lucky because he ran across, but it wasn't like right where I had to slam on the brakes. Like, I saw him pass me and I was going like 50 miles an hour, but he passed me so fast that I didn't have to brake. I had enough distance. But it was scary that deers would just fly out of the woods into your car.
You would think they would learn.
No, they're pretty stupid, bro.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying? Because, like, animals adapt to their environment, not deers. We've been hitting deers for like 20 years now.
Dude, God put deers on the earth like he put chickens on the earth.
Yeah.
They're just food for other animals.
Exactly.
That's all. And to fertilize grass.
That's it, dude.
They're got a low intelligence. You know what I mean?
Dumb.
But yeah, man, that's what I want.
Were you able to see the deers from your cabin?
Yeah, I told you. I saw them walking around my cabin.
Yeah, like were the woods like was the woods all right, so what I'm asking is I'm trying to get a picture of it. So like were the woods covered by trees and you couldn't see through them, or like was it a little open so you could see a little in there?
No, you could see a little in there.
Oh, that's cool.
But it was downhill, so you had to like walk slow.
Yeah. Oh, you walked in the woods?
I did.
That's fine.
I went on a hike for the first time in my life.
Yeah?
Yeah.
How was that?
5-mile hike.
Oh shit.
It was beautiful. It was super cold. It was like 27 degrees, but I had gear on. I had boots, I had wool socks, I had pants, I had a big jacket, I had a hoodie, I had gloves, I had a hat, I had a backpack.
Oh, you're prepared.
I had bear spray, I had a camp knife, I had a gun. So I'm like, all right, when I got to the hike, it was like, all right, this is a 5-mile hike. So I do the math. I got about an hour of sunlight, right? If I book it, I should make it before the sun goes down, right? 5 miles.
Sun goes down, it gets scary then.
5 miles in an hour. If you move your ass, it could be done. I'm in pretty good shape. So I said, fuck it, I'm going to do it. So I started going, right? I'm walking, but I'm seeing so much beautiful shit. I'm talking about, I'm seeing the water, see-through water. You can see the stones on the bottom. I'm seeing the sun reflect off the water. Beautiful trees, a beautiful smell of like wood burning, and like a smell you don't smell in Florida, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. So I'm stopping to take pictures, take videos for my Instagram, take videos for you guys, you know, because I can convince you guys to go up next year. And I started smoking time. I'm like, oh shit, the sun's going to come down. And that doesn't seem like it would be a problem to you. You know what I'm saying? But I'm in the middle of the forest, dude, and no lights. One flashlight.
You'll be fucked.
And if I get lost in there, I'm dead. Like, who's going to find me, cuz? You know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
I'm telling you. So I was like, oh, shit. So I started hustling. Boom, 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 boom. Now I'm sweating, but I got all this heavy clothes on. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of weird. I had to, like, ventilate, open up my jacket, move. So I'm walking. I mean, I'm like running, basically. And I hear, and I grab my bear spray. I turn around. Ah! It was a white boy running. He was like trail running. He was working out.
Oh my God, dude.
You know what I'm saying? But I don't know that. My senses are at a high. You know, I'm seeing all these bear signs. I hear the ruffles of somebody running or something running behind me. I hear the breath heavy, and I turn around. I point the pepper spray at the dude. I looked at him. I was scared. I'm not gonna lie. He scared the shit out. You know, if somebody comes up behind you and they go,
and you don't expect them to be there.
Now you're in the middle of the woods. You're from Miami. You're in the freaking forest, and you hear the thing. So I turn around and I put my freaking bear spray in his face. You know what I'm saying? And he didn't give a shit. He ran right by me like I didn't even exist. He was not scared that he's scared. He wasn't startled. He didn't care I had bear spray in my hand.
He was probably like, little pussy.
He was like fucking tourist.
Okay.
Yeah, and he was running up them hills.
Yeah, because you know you could tell tourists from wherever you're at. Like if you're from a certain place, like when people come to Miami, like if they're a tourist, I know right away. I go, oh, he's a tourist.
Yeah.
You could tell the car, the this, the that.
Or they're like in Bayside on the double bus, going around taking pictures of Brickell, like it's something to see.
Yeah, dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you mean. But yeah, man, it was cool. I want to do more of it. It's a shame that Florida doesn't offer us that kind of environment.
Yeah, dude. And you know, it's crazy because we have the Everglades here. Like we have a lot of cool shit. But I don't think it's that Florida doesn't offer it. I think it's that we're used to it, you know, and we don't appreciate it because we live here. Yeah. Because the Everglades, it's beautiful.
I met some nice people over there, but like the locals were shitty to me. Like when I was on the hike and people would walk by me, they'd be like, "Oh, Merry Christmas," because it was Christmas time. Yeah. Oh, good morning, good afternoon. I'd be like, "Oh shit, good morning, good afternoon." You know, cool. But when like the bartenders at the place, like they were super rude. And then I was like I was like up the mountain somewhere, and I found a little sports bar, and it was Christmas Day, so everything was closed. Like they don't believe in opening, and there's no Chinese food places over there or nothing. So that was the only place that was open. I walked first. I knew it was a red flag when I got there. There was a Dodge Ram that had it had like a rebel wrap, the rebel flag.
Oh yeah.
What's the name of that flag?
Confederate.
The whole truck was wrapped in Confederate. It had 4 flags, one on the back side, one on the other side of the back, and then one in the front. That shit was Confederate flagged out, and it said rebel on it. So I'm like, all right, whatever. I walk up in the restaurant and everybody's eating, and I felt like everybody stopped eating and was just staring at me.
Mexican.
I was like, boom, I do that. Everybody stops eating at me. And everybody like gives me a dirty look. These are old people. Like they weren't young people. They were like old, white, hunchback, fat hillbillies.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I was like, all right, whatever. I use the bathroom. I go to the bar. Bartender's like, oh, can I help you with something? I'm like, yeah, well, what do you guys have for food? And they didn't have like their full menu. It was just like holiday dinner. That's all. It was like a piece of ham, green beans, and mashed potatoes, and it was like $13. I was like, I'm good. Thanks. I didn't like the vibes in the place, you know what I'm saying? I just rode out. But yeah, and everybody, all the locals were kind of like, blah.
Yeah.
Nothing to write home about.
Yeah, that's just crazy, dude, about vacationing, dude.
No.
I barely leave Florida, so usually when I vacation, I stay within Florida.
Yeah. But I want to have an eventful year, you know what I'm saying? I hope our business goes up in all aspects of business, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, content blows up.
Got to make more money, man.
Yeah.
It's becoming harder and harder to live here.
Yeah, dude.
Everything's more expensive.
Hopefully it gets easier, dude. You know what I'm saying? Trump's in office. He gets inaugurated on the 20th, and hopefully that could ease up the world. But from what I see, to be honest, I think like the vibe I'm getting is they're going to make it more difficult now because he won. Yeah. So they're going to push this narrative and start doing shit, and it's going to just get harder.
Well, today is January 7th, so yesterday was January 6th. And Kamala had to certify the election in favor of Donald Trump. She made like a little speech there. It was bitter. It was nice. It was nice to see her count his electoral votes and count her electoral votes and call him the winner.
That sucks. They make them count that they lost.
I mean, yeah, they got to certify the election.
You know, I wasn't. You know, I'm only 25, so I've only been through maybe 3 presidents that I could actually vote for. So I still learn things. Like as it's going on. Like I never knew that they had to certify the thing. No. I never knew that the Republicans needed a speaker in order to certify the election, or like I didn't know about all that shit.
Yeah, what time you learn.
Yeah.
What time you learn. But yeah, I mean the libs aren't taking the election too well.
No.
You know what I'm saying? They're kind of butthurt about it. I see the world getting more conservative. Facebook says that it's not going to shadow ban our content anymore, allegedly. I don't believe them. They say they're going to go more towards free speech. I hope so. You know what I'm saying?
I hope so too. You know
because what I say and how I speak and how I feel is how the majority of Americans feel right now.
Yeah.
So why are you shutting my voice down? You feel me?
And not only that, it ruins comedy.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? Like when I go on social media, you know, if it's not political, if it is political, I want to know the truth. And if it's not, and I want to hear something funny, why does my comedian or my favorite content creator have to watch what he say when I want him to speak as real as possible?
For sure. Plus, I want to be a shock jock, dude.
And I love shock jocks.
I want to talk. I want to be a troll. I want to talk shit.
Yeah, like Howard Stern back in the day. Like, you know, I want some of that, dude.
We need to bring that comedy back.
Exactly. It was hilarious.
That form of entertainment back.
That form of entertainment's hilarious.
Because that is the kind of shit that I like. That's what makes me laugh. Yeah. And there's a little, like, I'm a good person at heart, you know what I'm saying? But there's a little voice in me that is a foul, disturbing, shit-talking motherfucker.
Exactly.
And I want to let that guy out sometimes.
Exactly.
And I don't want to get sued or have people come to my house, burn my house down.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
really where my talent is. You know what I mean? My talent in being an orator and speaking is I like to say foul shit.
Yeah, dude.
You know what I'm saying? And it's funny in a comedic way, right? You know that if you've been drinking with me, you know that's how I be.
Yeah, I know.
I grew up in New York in the 90s and early 80s and early 2000s, bro. I grew up around wild white boys and black people and Puerto Rican people, and that's what we did, dude. We talked the shit. We ranked on each other.
Yeah,
that's what we do. It's out of love, but it's funny, and that's what I want to bring to the world. But let's see if they let me do it. I don't know.
I think so. I think content creating is going to become way easier now.
Yeah, I don't know. Even if we make it another year, because I've been seeing orbs in the sky. You know what an orb is?
No, what are you talking about?
All right, you know, like all the drone talk that's been going on, and people have been seeing drones in the sky, and people have been seeing orbs. Yeah, orb basically looks like one star surrounded by 13 other little stars, a globe, and it flies in the air.
Yeah. Oh,
dude, I'm not crazy. Listen, guys, I am of a sound mind. I know what I'm looking at when I'm outside and looking at the sky, and I saw an orb fly by me. All right, we're not talking about a drone. A drone, I know what a drone is. I own a drone.
yeah, that's
I own
true.
a DJI drone. I know what they look like. I know what professional drones look like. I know what military drones look like. I do all that kind of shit on my spare time. I like to look at weapons and guns and bullets.
Yeah, that's true. I
and
watch you do it.
military drones. I even watch footage from the Ukraine war of little drones flying into people and messing them up. So I know what I'm looking at when I'm looking at it. That shit I saw was not a drone. It was an orb. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but did you see the Chinese New Year thing? How they used all the drones and then created this thing
to make like little figurines and a little show. That's not what I saw, bro. I saw an orb.
An orb.
An orb. Imagine
Like a UFO.
Like no, a UFO. It looks like
a flying saucer is what I mean.
Yes, I didn't. Not that. I saw. I took a video of it, dude. You want to see it?
Yeah.
It's gonna take a little while for me to find it. I don't want to ruin the show.
All right.
But I'm just telling you, I saw an orb flying, and I'm not the only one that saw it. Other people have seen it in their backyards. I don't know what it is. The government says for us not to worry about what it is. I don't trust that, dude. Something's going on.
Yeah, you think you remember after COVID they did tell everybody basically that aliens were real.
That is something I don't believe in.
So
I don't know. Like I don't know what to believe in, right? It's easier. It's easy to say that aliens exist because the government opened up Space Force and they are acknowledging that shit is real if it's not real, but I don't buy it 100%. I think
they said it was real.
I think it's biblical. I think those orbs I seen in the sky, I think that shit is biblical.
Okay.
And I think think the government is saying that they're UFOs or they might be aliens because they don't want everybody getting all religious now.
Yeah, all right. So look, here's the conspiracy, right? So you remember Ronald Reagan, right? There's a project out there that's like, for the whole world to unite, they need a common enemy. And that would be an alien invasion. This is a conspiracy, I'm not talking crazy.
Bluebeam?
Project Bluebeam. Yes, dude. Dude, fucking, you're a genius, dude. You know what I'm talking about, and I don't know what I'm talking about. Yeah. So they say that, right? Now, I was watching a podcast. It's a religious podcast, and he's talking about how Project Bluebeam, right? This is a conspiracy, is just a way of them hiding the fact that the world is in the rapture.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a possibility. Like, if I saw a fucking demon walking down there and you're like, no, that's an alien.
Yeah.
I'll believe you. I'll be like, yeah, that makes sense. It's a fucking alien. The government said there was aliens here. So, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and then it's like, all right, so I grew up around religious people my whole life. You know what I'm saying? And every stage of person I've met since I've been a little kid says we're in the end of times.
Yeah.
They all do. My grandma, everybody, Chris, we're in the last days. Jesus is coming back anytime now. And now I'm 43 years old looking at orbs in the sky, and I'm like, we're in the end of times. Jesus is coming back any second now.
Yeah, but you know what it is that the Bible's in like sequences of what, like 2,000 years, no? So it's like every 2,000. Like we are coming up on the next 2,000.
Yeah.
So maybe not my time.
Yeah, I mean, in the Bible, like every 2,000 years,
something happens.
A new Messiah comes, a new prophet comes.
Yeah.
You had Abraham, and then I believe you had 2,000 years. You had Moses, and then you had 2,000 years, and then I think you had King David, maybe? I'm not 100% sure. And then you got Jesus.
Yeah.
So now you got 2,000 more years. I've just passed 2,000. We're at 2,025 years. So we're actually 25 years overdue.
25 years overdue. And it could be starting. Because you don't know if those scriptures are within a 50 or 100 year time frame. You know what I mean?
Sure. For sure, man. That's why we got to, get right with God. You know what I'm saying? Preferably, if you want some advice, get right with Jesus Christ. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
But I respect whatever you guys believe as long as it's not satanic. If you're satanic, I can't respect that. But you know what I'm saying? Get right with your God and get right with yourself, bro. So we never know where this is going to go.
Exactly.
But never in my life have I seen what I saw. And nobody can tell me I didn't see it because I saw it. I was sober when I saw it. It's not the first time I saw it. I've seen videos of other people when they saw it. You know what I'm saying? So,
yeah, you can wrap it up.
All right, good. All right, so, yeah, we're going to wrap it up then. All right, cuz. I appreciate your time, yo. Thank you for having me. I look forward to next week's podcast where we talk more topic-based, not so much about our Christmas and New Year's experience. You guys let me know how was your time, what are your resolutions, how you want to make yourself better. If I can help you make yourself better, let me know. I'm willing to help you out. All right? Peace.